I'm a MBTI practitioner, and in the first talkings, we are talking about introversion and extroversion. In this video, we're gonna talking about the second dimension of personality, which is intuition and sensation. And before moving on to that, I just want to have a recap on extroversion and introversion. So, introverted people get energy by internal reflection, being in their head, thinking, and whereas extroversion get psychic energy in terms of being out there with the environment. And so this is how they get their psychic energy. They get energized. And so now I'm gonna be talking about how people take in information. If you think about a boat, we have a boat on the ocean, in the ocean. And in order for us to know whether we are going west, north, east, or south, we need to take in information. And once you taking information, um, you can sort of see how your environment is, and that's really how what this dichotomy talking about is really how we take in information. People differ in how we take in information, and some people have a preferences for sensation, and other has preferences for intuition. And people that has preferences for sensation is really people that takes information concretely, or I would say more reality based. What I mean by that is that they take information through their five senses, in terms of how they smell, see, taste, hear, um, touch. So all of this is sensing data. It takes information through our five senses. Um, so an example of sensing data would be how I look. I'm wearing dress, white shirt. My hair is a bit funny, and I have green eyes, and that's really something we all could agree to. That's sensing. So it's a concrete based data, and people that has a preferences for intuition. And before saying what intuition really is, I would say that we both use sensing and intuition, but we have a, we have preferences for using sensing first or intuition first. And however, people that use intuition as a takes in information through their intuition really makes connection. They are not so they don't feel the sensing data to be as important as the connection they can make out of the different intuitive leaps. What I mean by that is that when intuitive people taking information, rather than taking information from A, B, C, they will do A, then to F, then to Z. So they're making a different connection. So they're making connection between people, environment, and events or things. And because of this, intuition people has a preferences for intuition. Usually, they tend to think towards the future. And sensing people tends to think for what is important here and now. And so intuitive people thinks often to the future. They are drawn to the future because they think in terms of possibility, what things could be, ought to be, or should be, or can be. However, sensing data is more about how things are, and everyone use both of them, but we have a preferences for one of them. And in the same way as you use your right hand the most for most people, and the left hand the least, and we as individuals do the same thing when it comes to taking information. And these colors and how our thought processes are. So I'm gonna stop there. And so in the beginning, I talked about extroversion, introversion. Now, how we take information through sensing and intuition. In the third video, I'm gonna be talking about how we make decision in terms of thinking and feeling. So I think it's gonna be interesting. So I hope you enjoy it, and well, I see you.